everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm coming to you from my studio, and I normally don't work in this medium, but I've been seeing these all over YouTube, and these are one of those acrylic pour paintings, and I love this. This is one of the first ones that I did, and it looks like the ocean from high above, and so I thought I would do something different today, and instead of displaying one of my regular paintings of one of my animals, I thought that this might be a nice change. So anyway, today's topic is going to be about Etsy and why you might not be getting visitors to your shop, why you might not be getting sales, some of the common mistakes that I see. And what actually prompted me to want to do this video was that I was on Etsy the other day looking for a gift for a friend of mine. I tend to shop on Etsy. I like to support my fellow creatives, and so I was looking for something wolf related. She loves wolves, as do I, and I just kind of wanted to see what types of things were out there. I wasn't sure exactly what it is that I was looking for. I just wanted some ideas, so I typed in several wolf gift ideas. And then I decided that, sometimes it's a good idea to look at your competition, since I have a lot of wolf paintings in my Etsy shop. And plus I just really love to look at what others are doing out there. So I typed in the Etsy search bar, I typed in wolf art print. And there were over, I want to say 200 pages that came up. So I thought that I would look at some of the pages that were far down the list. And I don't remember what page it was, but the lower on the list that I looked, I saw some very common mistakes. And which would explain the reason why a lot of these shops were so far down in Etsy search. That's sort of like the belly of the beast if you're that far down in Etsy search, because most people are not going to go past, just from my experience, most people aren't going to go past page 10. I think that they might go to page 10 if they're being really diligent, if they are just really enjoying the search or the thrill of the search for what it is that they're looking for. But if you put yourself in their shoes as a shopper, there are so many choices online that if you don't find what you're looking for generally within like page 5, you're either going to type in a new search keyword, you're going to look for something different, or you're just going to go to Amazon or somewhere else to try and find what it is that you're looking for. So it's important that you're relevant and that you're high in the search area so that people can find your work more easily. So again, I was looking at some of these shops, and they were having some issues. There was one shop in particular that I came across. This seller was an artist. She had beautiful paintings. They were very unique, and she had over 200 of these paintings in her shop, but she had barely any sales, and she had been on Etsy for well over a year. I felt really bad for her because her work is quite good, but she's not getting found. And so I thought I would take a few notes about some of the things that I found regarding her shop, and what I thought that she, and perhaps you, if you are new to Etsy or thinking about joining Etsy, what you could do to make sure that you get up high in the search engine there, so that you can be found by your customers. So I have my little cheat sheet here, and again, I typed in wolf art print, and her item wasn't a print, it was a painting that came up, but it was far down. Like I said, it was page 100, over page 100. I just sort of jumped down to the bottom of the Etsy search results, and her title was the following. This is what she had listed for her title: wolf painting. And that was all she had listed for her title. Now, if you're new to Etsy, uh, you think, oh, well, that's what I'm selling, so that's what I put as my title. No, that's mistake number one, actually. Etsy gives you a long line of room to put loads and loads of keywords so that your item can be found by your customers. And if you don't utilize all that space, you're wasting advertisement. So you have to use all of the keywords that you can think of to fill that space. Now, if you're a seller, you kind of want to do the opposite of what you think you should do. So if I was a new seller, and I did this, I'm guilty of this myself, but when I was a new seller, I used to list in my title the name of the title of my painting, the size, the medium I used, and then that was it. I would give the information that was relevant to that particular painting. But unless somebody is looking for that exact painting in that exact medium, in that exact size, with that exact title, what if you don't have the word wolf in your title? No one will find you. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. When you go to a gallery and you walk up to a painting that you find intriguing, you know those little cards that are below the painting, and it gives the title of the artist and the title of the painting and the size and the medium and the substrate, the year it was finished. That looks very professional. It looks all well and good, but you have to remember that that's for somebody who has already found that painting and wants to know more about it. What do you do if you haven't found what you're looking for yet? You have to think like that. So that's where keywords come in. That's where your title has to be jam-packed full of keywords that people might type in the search bar in order to find your item. Whether you're selling artwork or jewelry or whatever it is that you're selling, that is very, very important. So if I were changing that, if, for example, I'm going to use my shop, since I've got like 3 or 4 wolf paintings and prints in my Etsy shop, I've got right down here on my computer, again, another cheat sheet down here. I'm sorry for looking below. If you have not been to my Etsy shop and you want to see the proper way of how to list keywords, just shoot over there for just a split second and just look at a few of my listing titles and you'll see exactly what I mean. No, it's not going to look, like a complete sentence, and it's going to look spammy, and it's going to be sort of a mishmash of words all together. But that is the way that you are found. That is the way Etsy's algorithms work, so that they can connect a customer to what it is that you're selling. So I have a wolf print that I have on Etsy, and this is how I have it listed. Wolf art print. You want to say what it is right off the bat, but then after that, I put other things that I think that people might be searching for. Wolf decor, wolf gift idea, wolf illustration, wolf wall art, wolf wall decor. Of course, I work in like a spirit animal series, and there are people that search for spirit animals or totem animals, so I have that towards the end, because that is sort of a genre of people, like a niche. Only select people are going to be looking for that, but the majority, mainstream people, will be looking for the obvious. They'll be looking for wolf artwork. My artwork does really well for nursery decor, so I have that listed in my listing titles as well. Nursery animal art, nursery decor, nursery wall art, anything that you can think of that is relevant to your item, that will link people back to your shop, that is what you want to do. You want to use up every single inch of prime real estate space that you can think of in that listing title. Okay, so moving on, next. The description that she had for her painting. This is the area, this is the section where you really get to sell that work. You get to brag about it. You get to talk about what's so great about it and why this person needs to buy it. This is what she had. Original painting, comma, not a print. So it's good that she's telling people that it's an original painting, so they're not disappointed if they purchase it, and if they wanted a print, they're going to be getting a painting. That's great, but that was all she had listed in her entire description. She didn't put the size in there. She didn't put, this is where you put the size. This is where you can put the title of your piece. This is where you can put the medium, the substrate you use. This is where you can tell a story if you want about how you came up with the idea for this particular piece of artwork, the connection that you have to wolves. This is where you really need to sell it. You want to also use the keywords that you had in your listing title in your description, because Etsy, that's how Etsy's algorithms work. They will look to see if everything correlates with one another. So you want to put, like for me, for example, with my artwork, since a lot of people who are looking for nursery art purchase my art, I put in there, this would make a beautiful addition to a child's nursery. So I've used some of the same words in my description that I used as keywords in the title. See how that kind of all links together? So you make sure that you want to use as many of those descriptive words as possible in your description, and sell your item. Give someone a reason to want to purchase it. If I was looking at this person's painting and all I read was original painting, not a print, that really doesn't say, hey, I've got to have this for my home right now. You want people to fall in love with it. Give them a reason to want it. That's how you're going to get more sales. Okay, so lastly, the keywords that that Etsy gives you to use, that is equally important. Etsy gives you 13 keywords that you can use that will describe the item that you're selling. And this particular Etsy seller, this is what she had. Out of 13 keywords, she had 3. She had art and collectibles as one keyword, painting as one keyword, and wolf as one keyword. So she used 3 out of 13. Again, that is free advertisement. That is prime real estate that you are not utilizing, that is going to just help people find you. So use all 13 keywords. Sit down with your item and think of all the ways that you can describe it. And then, use that as, you can always change it later, but use every single one of those keywords. Okay, so if you do all of these things, you are sure to get more traffic. You're sure to get more visitors to your Etsy site. It is guaranteed. And you can always check your stats. Etsy makes it really easy for you to check your stats in real time to see who's visiting your shop and what else it is they're searching for, where it is that they've come from. Check those stats, and that will also help you to gauge how you're doing. You can always tweak these items, tweak these keywords as necessary, but just get them in there. Make sure that you use all of the space that they're giving you. They're giving it to you for a reason, because they want you to succeed. If you have any other questions regarding algorithms, regarding SEO, search engine optimization, if you still have questions about Etsy and how to do proper keywords, listing titles, descriptions, things like that, there are 2 places that I recommend highly that you check out. One is called marmalade.com. It's MARMALEAD and the other one is etsyrank.com. Both of these sites are terrific sites in that they will help you understand how to better achieve the results that you want for your Etsy shop. They have upgrades available, but you can sign up for free and give each of them a try. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just really like the way that these two websites work with Etsy in trying to help sellers. So again, this is not sponsored, or I'm not pushing you to subscribe to them for any other reason other than the fact that I think that they're just really good. So check those out. And if you, again, want to see just examples of how I do my listings on Etsy, just go to ellenbrennemanstudio.etsy.com and you will find my listings, which might be able to help you out also. So thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. Happy sales to you. I hope this works. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up because that helps others find my content, and consider subscribing. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, everybody.